Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Valerie Teitel on a morning when the broader market might be looking for catalysts, but Intel seems to keep finding catalysts. Good morning, Valerie.
Hey, good morning, Nathan. Yes, Intel is up for a second session in a row off the back of Bloomberg reporting that it has approached Apple about securing an investment. Yesterday, it rose 6.4% on this report. It's continuing the gains this morning, up nearly 3.5% so far in a pre-market trade. Sources have told Bloomberg that the two companies have discussed working more closely together. Now, this comes in the context of the fact that Apple used to use Intel chips in its devices. That was something that they began phasing out in 2020 and completed in 2023. Now, while the market and investors remain skeptical that Apple could once use Intel chips again in its devices, there still is treated very positively by the market that these two companies are talking about a potential tie-up.
And even a bigger gain this morning, in fact, the biggest gainer right now in the pre-market, Cipher Mining. What's going on there?
Cipher Mining. Okay, this stock is jumping on the back of a Google investment, but it's a bit complicated. Let me take you through it. Cipher Mining up 12%. It's a Bitcoin miner that is also active in the data center space for AI. They signed an AI hosting pact with Fluidstack, which is an AI infrastructure platform, and Google has agreed to backstop Fluidstack's obligations in the deal and will also take a 5% stake in the company. So you got Cipher Mining in the green this morning. It was up as much as 22% after this announcement. Google, on the other hand, is trading softly, down nearly 1%.
And I see you've got Oracle back on your radar this morning. It's been going into the debt market. How are investors taking that?
Yeah, Oracle always seems to be on our radar this week.
Yeah.
Shares are trading softly for a third session in a row, down over 2%. In the last three sessions, the stock has now fallen around 8% if you take that pre-market move into account. But this is all in the back of the fact that they tapped the investment-grade credit market yesterday by borrowing $18 billion via a corporate bond deal, the second largest this year for IG credit in the U.S. It was taken well down by the bond market, but equity holders seem to be growing a bit more skeptical about the rising debt burden. And Redburn actually has initiated coverage of Oracle, and they have initiated it with a sell rating, saying that the market is materially overestimating the value of the firm's cloud revenue. So Oracle continuing to be on all of our minds for the fourth session in a row, but really this move today is unwinding a lot of the optimism from Monday's session.
And just quickly, why is Hertz on your mind this morning?
The rental car company Hertz up 4.5%. They announced a $250 million senior note offering in a private placement that essentially will relieve them of a near-term debt crunch, and they will use that money to pay down their immediate debt obligations for 2025 and 2026. So it's looking better for Hertz's turnaround, but they still have a long way to go.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.